There was a moment this week in the water when I realized I'm not training anymore. I'm actually just surfing. I'm 7 weeks in and something has shifted. I would not say dramatically. I don't do airs and I don't have a perfect wave caught on camera either. Just things quietly start to fall into their place. Where I stopped feeling that the basics is something that I need to remember, and it started to feel like intuitive reflex. And that's exactly what week 7 was about for me now. So hello you, welcome back. This is week 7 of my 12-week surf and surfskate journey here in Fuerteventura, and it's just me talking through what's happening weekly. It's partly for you if you're interested, but it's actually mainly for me, for my future self, if I would ever lose the feeling, the love for surfing ever again, and I would need a way to find it back. So let's get into it. This week I had 2 surf sessions and actually one concept that I keep running into wherever I go, and that is, funnily enough, less is fucking more. First surf session, we went to a beach break and the waves were tiny, like adorably frustratingly almost flat tiny. The kind of conditions that a few weeks ago would probably feel like pointless to get in the water and make me question hard, like what on earth can I do here with a shortboard? Almost unreasonably, genuinely fun compared to how small it was. And that difference feels a significant change right now, because it means the conditions aren't in charge of my experience anymore. Because the best surfer is the one that has the most fun. So it wasn't a session to cherish, technically speaking, but it was good enough to practice my pop-up and just the overall attitude, really, to notice the beauty and appreciate the present kind of stuff. Before I start to talk about the second session, I want to share a little bit about what Jonathan, my surf coach, was introducing this week for me, which kind of reframed everything and starts to imprint in me. Surfing is basically being always in transition. From the moment you pop up to the moment the wave ends. And every single part of your body is in a chain movement. So this whole sequence actually translates into the water and how your board performs in the water. This sounds simple, but when you are actually on a wave, there is 40 different things that your brain is processing and focuses on instead of this very simple concept. We also started to practice on land what I should be doing on the end of a wave. And until now, my go-to on an end of a wave is just falling. So it is a big shift in my surfing right now to change the mindset. Now it's about a finishing turn, or actually Jonathan introduced me something really cool looking thing. It's called an ollie pop or ollie or hop or whatever, with opposite rotation, which looks like almost like a 360. Obviously it's not a 360, but I thought it was cute enough for me to try. It might take a little while to land any, since I can't even do that on a surf skate or a skateboard on land. But I guess that's gonna be my challenge from now on. Try to do that. That would be super cool. So I wanna land one really bad. Which then brings me to session number 2, where we went to surf the North Shore, a reef break that I actually know quite well. It's a nice left and I've surfed it several times, so I know exactly where to sit, how to position myself, and now with the basics feeling so intuitive, I don't have to focus on them anymore. It became an insanely fun session, actually. It wasn't the most dramatic surfing, but it gave me enough confidence to actually try this finishing turns, and even one attempt of this ollie pop or ollie pop, ollie, whatever it is, I don't care. I will learn what it is and I'll share it. I only slept a few hours the night before, so my body was a bit tired. Nevertheless, I still maxed it out and I'm super happy with this session. And yes, I did try the finishing turn thing and the ollie pop and whatnot. I will not claim any of it looked good or even that I did it, but I do claim the intention that I intentionally tried to do it. In the end, the move exists in your body first before it starts to exist in the 3D world. So now I'm just gonna let reality catch up with what I'm already feeling inside. At the end, I want to talk a little bit about this returning concept. Less is more. Even in surfing. Without me saying anything about it, actually, Jonathan out of the blue said something like, you need to feel less tension to flow more. And he said, less is more after all. Which made me laugh because it's coming back, which means that I need to pay attention to it. So I just need to get out of my own way in this process. And I reckon this is the hardest part. This middle phase where you actually now know enough to start overthinking, but not good enough yet to just trust yourself fully. That's exactly where I am right now, and I don't mind it. And last but not least, a little update on my Surfskate journey. Sin, the coach of Surfskate Fuerteventura, who I love, admire, and I really like surfskating with her, is out of the island, and unfortunately she is not gonna be back by the time I'm leaving. So I decided to check if I can do this solo and if I can push myself to go surf skate and practice what I need to practice on surf skate to translate it into the water by myself. Week 8 is 5 days surf sessions back to back. I don't know what exactly going to happen. Probably my body is going to be a little bit in a shock. Meanwhile, subscribe if you want to follow what will happen next, and leave a comment if any of this landed for you, because I genuinely read all the comments and I really love that we are sharing. I think it is helpful for others to find places where they can get this little motivation in their learning curve, which is not the beginning nor being a pro, but it's this middle chaotic phase. See you next week. Ciao.